it's not gonna.
Oh goodness. I need another lot for sure. All right, are y'all here? I'm so sorry. Okay, are y'all here? I'm so sorry that that happened. Hi, we are live. We are just starting over. That's so frustrating. Hey, let me know that you guys are here. I'm so sorry about that. We had a live go. Yeah, we had a live going, and then we didn't. And then we had to stop it completely. And now I'm like, are they going to come back? Missy Elkin, I'm back with you, and I'm still in Michigan. Good. I'm glad. As we were closing, I'm really sorry, Kelly Mathis. I'm gonna meet you in person. I'm gonna punch you in the nose. I'm gonna meet you at Tia Juanita's, and I'm gonna punch you in the nose. Oh, hey Dave, can you come here for a sec? Um, could you just help me out
Just
here?
close it.
It all right. We're back. Okay. What I hate about so we were just doing a live and it got disconnected from the internet. And what I hate about that is, as we were closing up that live, I asked this question. I said, "How many of you would say to me in the comments right now, just sending me a heart, that you feel like David did yesterday?" So David, we pulled into this shoe store, and David said, "I want to run inside. Something is wrong with my footing. I'm getting lower back pain. I'm getting a lot of pain, and I think something's messed up in my footing. Maybe they can check it out and tell me what's wrong." As he went into the store, I thought about how that applies to us spiritually and emotionally. And I would ask you guys, how many of you would say that applies to my life right now? Not my real feet. If you got a real foot problem, I suggest you go to Shoe Carnival or DSW. I'm talking about how that applies to your life right now. How many of you would say, yes, I've lost my footing. Something is going on. I'm not getting any traction. My wheels are just turning. I used to have big plans, Melissa. I don't have any anymore. I used to want to run the business, Melissa. I don't anymore. I used to want to start my own business. I don't anymore. I used to want to make this marriage successful. Now I don't care. I used to want to lose the weight, Melissa, and now I can't. I just can't. Also, I've done everything and I can't do it. I used to want to love myself, Melissa, but now it's a waste of time. It's never going to happen, and that's just who I am. How many of you would say that? If the sound is not good, let me know. I've only heard that from you, Christina, so maybe it's on your end. Ann Anderson is saying there's sound. I hear, we pulled it up, we hear sound. So we hear the sound. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments. Not good, says Debbie. Okay. Sound is very muffled. Oh. Have you ever thought to yourself that maybe somebody or something doesn't want you doing this live? Have you ever thought that to yourself? I'm thinking it right now. I'm thinking, wow, I must be going to bring a word today because somebody or something does not want me to preach it. And I don't know why. Maybe because I'm about to unleash some truth. Maybe that's why. But listen, Victor, I see you. Melissa, I see you. Carrie, thank you so much. That is so sweet. Sound is distant. We're working on it, but I'm not going to stop because Sam and Mick Ramey hear me fine. So I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep talking, and here's what I have to say about that. Some of you were putting up hearts. You were sending up hearts, And you were saying that sounds like me. And some of you were like, I just can't seem to get my life going. Okay? Let's talk about why you think that is. I coach women for a living. That's what I do. Let me coach you today. I coach women in their lives. I do personal coaching in groups or one on one. Let's coach for a bit. Want to? Want to? Yes, Ann Anderson. Of course there is. Because he's beautiful and he's around here somewhere playing with his toy. You leave my Derek Shepherd out of this. But let me just say to you guys. Oh, it's good since he fixed it. Okay, great. Okay. Lisa Michelle, I just saw you on TV with Steals and Deals. Yes, girl, yes, you did. Renee says, I just got fired and I don't know where to go or where to look. Missy Collier says, I've come to realize that if you're around a negative energy, it's not good for you. I. So, what are you going to do about it? Christy Klein says, I'm struggling with my kids. So, what are you going to do? I'm going to, Leslie. I talk to women every single day. I hear so many different stories, and yet they all have something in common. I hear stories about marriages. I hear stories about parenting. I hear stories about um, uh, helping your aging parents. I coach women who want to talk to me about their past. I coach women who want to talk to me about their present. I coach women who are fearful of the future. I coach women who want to lose weight. I coach women who want to get healthy. I coach women for a variety of reasons. And yet there is one thing that seemingly a thread that seemingly runs through every single coaching session I have, or course I teach to women, or email I read. And it's this: at the heart of it all is your decision making. Here's an interesting thing. For years, David and I have prayed for our children. We pray for our children regularly. I pray for Remy's spouse. I pray for Rocco's spouse. I pray that Remy won't be a jerk to people like she is to her own family. I pray that Rocco won't be scared to be a leader. I pray for their influence. I pray that they would make good grades. Okay, but about a year or so ago, our pastor said something in church, and I really liked it. And here's what he said. He said, I could pray so many different things for my children, but mainly what I pray over my children is that they are good decision makers. And I thought about that, and I thought, but there's so many other things. We could pray for their safety. We could pray for their health. We could pray for their grades. We could pray they get into a good college. We could pray that they meet the perfect spouse. We could pray that they stay married, they never get divorced. But you're praying that they be good decision makers? And I read this quote, and I want to read it to you right now. Here's what it says. The better you think, the better decisions you make. The better decisions you make, the better actions you take. The better actions you take, the better results you get. So if I pray for my children to be good decision makers, then by doing that, the process will lead to better results and a better life. And you know what I think? I think a lot of us didn't have parents who prayed for us to be good decision makers. That's what I think. I think a lot of us had parents who prayed that we would make good grades and make the honor roll. All of us had a lot of grandmas who prayed that we would be safe and healthy and not be abducted in the 80s, not end up on a milk carton. We had a lot of aunts and uncles who prayed for us to be kind and good to our neighbor. But we didn't have a lot of people praying for us to be good decision makers. And guess what? It shows. It shows. So yeah, I love that quote too. Do that with your kids. Pray that your kids are good decision makers. But today, I'm talking to you all about you. I'm talking to you about your decisions. And the reason that I'm talking to you about it is because I know from what I speak. I know what I'm talking about. If you're just jumping on today, I'm so glad you're here. You're not too late. Come on, be with us, get comfortable. I am talking about women have histories of making bad decisions, and those bad decisions lead to bad actions, and those bad actions lead to poor results, and those poor results lead to a life that is off kilter, where we've lost our footing. And if we trace it back, we can trace it back to our bad decision making. So if you're just now joining us, sit down. I'm only going to be on here for another 10 minutes or so. I'm so thankful that you're here. I would love it, love it, love it if you all would just press the share button and share this so that it gets out. I cannot do it. I just can't do it without you. As of right now, we have had 12 shares. That ain't going to get the word out, sister. That ain't going to get the word out. But I'm thankful for those 12 shares. But if you would be so kind as to share it further, that would be great. Let me tell you why, if anybody can speak to you honestly about bad decisions, it's me. Here's why. I don't think there have been, how am I phrasing this? I don't think there's been any statement that I have made looking in a mirror more than this one. Why did you do that? Why do you keep doing that, Melissa? Why do you always do that, Melissa? Who's with me? Who's with me? Who would say, I am guilty of making that same comment in the mirror? I am guilty of doing the same thing. Who would say that? If that's you, send me a heart right now and tell me. Because I'm telling you what, I know what I'm talking about. I have spent, and I'm seeing a lot of comments on here. I'm seeing a lot of comments on here. Like, this is off the topic, Melissa, but have you lost weight or whatever? Let me just address this really quickly. For the 45 years of my life, I have been one walking bad decision when it comes to my weight and my health. Yes, I have lost weight. Thank you for asking. I have lost 50 pounds. Okay? And the reason is because I wanted better results in my life, and I knew that started with better decision making. What about you? You cannot get to where you want to go until you begin making better decisions in your life. You have the opportunity to make 1,000 decisions a day as a mom, as a wife, as a woman, as a college student, as a grandmother, as an aunt, as a big sister. You have so many opportunities to make decisions in your life. Decisions matter. Even the smallest decisions matter. Your life is a result of your decisions. So if you're sitting here saying to me right now, I just can't get my life in order. I just can't get it to go. It happened after my divorce and I've just never been able to just get it going again. Then I'm going to tell you what, better decisions. Better decisions. But here's the deal. Are you ready? Better decisions don't come easy. They don't come easy. Better decisions come when we know who we are and we know what we're worth. Better decisions come when we know who we are and we know what we're worth. Well, Melissa, I don't know that though. Well, make a good decision and learn it. Okay? Cut off Netflix for, I don't know, 6, 8 hours and learn it. Invest in yourself. What are y'all doing? What are you doing? There is so much that you can be grateful for and thankful for and love about yourself. But your history of bad decisions, make you feel like a failure always. I got so tired of looking in the mirror and saying, why are you doing this again? Why are you eating like this again? Why are you numbing your feelings, Melissa? Why are you hiding food, Melissa? Why are you lying about it, Melissa? Why are you making these decisions, Melissa? And I made a decision to invest in myself and in my worth. And when I began to do that, my decision-making skills changed. And yours can too. Yours can too. And then what does the quote say? The better decisions we make, the better actions you take. The better actions you take, the better results you get. I made a decision that I wanted to know my value and my worth as a child of God. Not according to what the world said, not even according to what my parents said, but according to what God said about me. I invested in that. I took time in that. I learned the truth of that. And I began to make decisions from that point of view instead of the hurt and the broken and the unhealed Melissa. Stop making decisions from a place of broken and unhealed and devalued. That will get you nowhere. Decide today the kind of life that you want. And then with every decision that you have to make, ask yourself, does this decision move me closer to the blank that I want? Someone write that down. Does this decision move me closer to the blank that I want? And then in that blank, you can fill in for you what you want it to be. Does this decision move me closer to the weight that I want to be? Does this decision move me closer to the life that I want to have? Does this decision move me closer to being the parent that I want to be? Does this decision move me closer to the marriage that I want to be? That I want to have? Does this decision move me closer to the job that I want to have? Does this decision move me closer to being the leader that I want to be? When you look at it that way, you realize that every single thing that you want out of life begins with a decision. It begins with a decision. I could have gotten on here today and offered to sell you a napkin that I prayed over and blew my nose in. And then I took it outside and I rubbed it on the side of my house. And I really do think that it has a lot of healing properties in it. And I'd like to sell you this napkin for $1,200. And the truth is, I could probably sell one napkin. Maybe not two, probably not three. But I bet you I could get it $1,200. But luckily, I'm not an idiot. And I'm not doing that. Today, I want to sell you this. I want to sell you on the notion that you can make this change today in your life for free. I want to sell you on the idea that you are worth never looking in the mirror again and questioning why, but instead looking in the mirror and being excited about what if. That's what I want to sell you today. That's what I want to get you to buy from me today. The simple idea that your life can change. It can transform like that when you begin to make decisions that are in line and aligned with your value and your worth as a human being. So tell me right now, Angie Jackson, I appreciate that so much. She actually wrote down, does this decision move me closer to the blank that I want? Right now in the comments, I want you to write what you would put in that blank. Would you put weight? Would you put body? Would you put job? Would you put career? Would you put marriage? Would you put parenting? Would you put friend? Would you put spouse? Would you put daughter? Would you put Christian? Would you put believer? What would you put right now in that blank? Does this decision move me closer to the blank that I want? What would you say? I'd love to know. What is it you want to move closer to? For me, personally, I love that, Lisa. I love that. Audrey Cockrell said this. Lisa, Audrey Lane Cockrell, I want y'all to meet each other. You're both saying what Melody said, weight. Mine was weight. I was just about to tell you, mine was weight. I want to move closer to the weight, Darlana, I love you. I want to move closer to the weight that I want. Why? Because I'm worth that. So I want to move closer to the weight that I want. And here's the thing. I know that if I move closer to the weight that I want, then I'm also moving closer to the health that I deserve. Because if I move closer to the health that I deserve, I'm moving closer to the life that God's given me, that He's blessed me with. So now every decision I make, I ask myself, does this move me closer to the weight that I want? Because it does. If it does, Melissa, then that will bring me the health that I am worth. Will bring me the health that I need. And if it brings me the health, it'll bring me the happiness. If it brings me the happiness, it'll bring me the life. Even the smallest decisions can move you forward or backward. Even the smallest decisions will move you forward or they will move you backward. But it depends on you. So again, I am not here today to sell you some anointed Kleenex that I pulled out of my purse and spit my gum into. But you can use it now for $1,200 and it will take care of your eczema. Because you're not an idiot and I'm not either. I just simply want to sell you on this. I want to sell you on the idea that your decisions matter. Your decisions matter. Why? Because they have to align with your value and your worth. And your value and your worth, you can't even count that high. Jen Wiseman, you cannot even count that high. Annie Negretti, you cannot even count that high. Terry Holland, you cannot even count that high. But are your decisions lining up with the person you want to be, with the life you want to have, with the weight you want to weigh, with the health you want to own, with the career you want to have? Does this decision move me closer to the woman I want to be, Gina, that's a big ask, isn't it? That's a big ask. But if you want to move closer to the kind of woman that you want to be, then every decision matters. I told you I wasn't going to be on here long, and I'm not. I'm gonna let you go. I'll be here tomorrow. We'll talk again tomorrow. I ain't scared of the internet. We came back on live, and we had 95 viewers. Okay. Yesterday, before, let me just say, I don't always think that social media platform issues are the internet. I'm just going to put it that way. Okay. Yesterday, when the internet, the social media platform had no idea what I was going to talk about, I had 380 people watching. Today, I'm talking about being a child of God. I'm talking about making better decisions that will align you with your value and worth of who God says you are, and I have 85. So I'm just saying, I don't think that's a mistake. But I'm going to talk anyway. So I'll be here tomorrow, and we'll just keep talking. I'll talk until y'all tell me to stop. I'm not going to be scared off by any social media platform. I will not be. I will still talk about God, okay? And I will still talk about the fact that you are worth more than you believe you are, and it's showing up in your life. It's showing up in the decisions you make, and therefore the results you get, and therefore the life you have to show for it. So, I love you all. Thank you so much. If you've watched, thank you so much for sharing. If you haven't shared, would you? I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Same time, same place. Bye.